Hello, and welcome everybody. JB here with JB's RCs. So we finally got the LCG coming at you. This is my first LCG chassis, and it is the Axial SCX10 Pro. I actually got this already built and everything put together. I traded it for my TF2.
Scorpios, and I'm like, oh,
I'm just not a leaf spring guy, and I was having lots of issues with that, trying to get it to flex and have a little bit of articulation. And it wasn't working well for me. I'm sure there's ways to do it. I just didn't have the time or the patience. Also with the hard body on there and all that, I'm not a hard body guy really. I like a nice light top, you know me, I'm like a performance. So this is my first step into that performance level. As I've said before, the reason I really didn't want to get one of these is because a lot of people call them cheater rigs, but I don't care anymore. After driving this thing, it really doesn't matter. Call me a cheater. It's ridiculous, and I'm very impressed with this. So, yeah, SCX10 Pro chassis. We got the cliffhanger body on there. The gentleman I traded for, he painted it with the bed liner on the body here, so it's got a nice rough finish to it. Looks pretty cool. The dark gray. He has the Castle Copperhead ESC in there. And of course, you've already heard. And some of you like this sound. I don't know how, but I'm not a fan of these Outrunner. I love the Outrunner. I love the control. I love the modulation. But that sound just, I can't get over it. It almost ruins the truck. Like I said, it's phenomenal to drive, and performance-wise, I'm just blown away. But that Outrunner squeal is rough. And now I've looked into it, and I know there's a couple ESCs out there that are silent runners. There's the Silent Assassin, and then Holmes Hobbies also has a silent ESC. But they run BECs, and I've never ran a BEC before, and it seems very complicated. Every time I talk to somebody, I get a little bit different answers from everyone, so I'm like, do I need to run 2 batteries? And some people are like, oh no, you just run another lead off of your battery, and I'm like, wait, what? So 2 plugs on my battery? That sounds odd. And then how do I charge it? Do I use one plug, the other plug? I mean, and then BECs, you have to program them, so that's another thing. For your voltages and all that kind of stuff. And then you have, some people were saying I need to get a BEC to run my receiver too. I thought it was just for the servo. I didn't know. So I'm not sure. I'm hoping eventually somebody will come out with an ESC for this that's silent, that you can just plug in like a normal ESC and then plug everything into your receiver and have it run off of one battery, I hope. Or maybe somebody knows a way to do that already. If you do, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm probably going to switch this out for a Fusion of some sort. I like the wheel speed, so I'll probably use the 18 or 2300 kV Fusion, but we'll see how it goes.
Man, the overdrive on this is ridiculous.
So if this does annoy you, the sound, I apologize. If you love it, awesome, and I'm glad you do. Please enjoy, because it's going to be the rest of the video. Other than that, there's the Holmes Hobbies Revolver. It's the classic Revolver. It's quite a long Revolver, not a shorty. It's a 1950 kV, which is, again, is a weird kV. I've never seen that before. But I will say, the gentleman that I got this from definitely tuned that ESC very well. It is phenomenal. This also has a 45 kg Metal Gear high voltage servo in there, waterproof. And we're running, oh geez, I can't even remember. I think we're running a Dumbo RC on this. It was the only receiver I had that would work the winch, because it does have a little winch in there, an NSDRC mini winch. I believe it's the RS100 maybe, or RS200. It's a little guy, but it works pretty well. And then as far as everything else, I believe it's still a stock shocks on there. The stock rear axle. The front axle is all metal with tons of brass added to it. So it's very forward heavy, which is nice, of course, for this. The only changes I did were the tow hook he had on there was one of those ones that looks just kind of like a fish hook on the winch line. So I put an actual rock, I don't even know what you call it, a rock hook. And It's from hot racing. I've had it for a while. I just don't use winches very often on my other trucks, so I haven't used it.
That was me, that was you.
It's an anchor of some sort. It's got little flaps on it that fold out almost like an actual boat anchor. It's supposed to grip into whatever you grab onto, and it's got a long shaft on it. If you could see it, if I get close enough, it's actually over the top of the truck and kind of tucked in underneath those sand ladders in the back.
So sick.
Pretty cool looking little thing. And then I did change the wheels on this. He insisted that I took the wheels that were on it. I didn't want them, but he said they were game-changing wheels. But they were carbon fiber, and I was not a fan. Just the front piece was carbon, the back was still metal. They were bead lock, they were nice, but they were really skinny and made the truck quite narrow. And they were also very tall and made the truck stand up a little high. So I got the deep dish 1.9 metal beadlock wagon wheels on there with the gray color. Really looks good with that flat black on the body. And then we're running the J Concept Scorpio 1.9s on there as well. Of course, everybody knows, if you watch my videos, I'm a huge J Concepts fan for tires. Probably my favorite rubber on the market at the moment. And they have quite a few different tread patterns you can choose from, depending on what you're running on. Pretty much every one I've tried, and I think I've tried them all except for maybe two. There's an Old Country and a Hunk. I think those are the only two tread patterns they have that I haven't tried. As far as crawler tires, they do a lot of racing tires and stuff as well for short course racing and stuff like that. I haven't tried any of those because that's just not what I'm into. But as far as our crawler tires, I've tried them all. The Scorpios, the Landmines, which are one of my favorites, the Holds. What else do I have from them?
Nothing.
The Tusks. And I have multiple sets of all of those. Small ones, 393s and 419s, all the way up to the 475s. And I'm really a big fan, so good on you. Here we go. Boom. What a crash. All right, we're at the end of the video here, so hope you guys enjoy. Any questions about the truck, of course, please feel free to ask. And we'll see you next time. Get out there and have some fun.